terror. Terror of not doing it well and getting confused. What I live every day is utterly preposterous. Life is incomplete. To me, I suppose to you, without creative work. It doesn't make much sense, life. And so, you give it some sort of meaning by creative work. Is my work reality? I don't know. Reality is very difficult to define. I've always found it difficult to know how things originate in my work. Oh yes, they always compare my new work to my old work, you know? I don't doubt that my old work was better. There's no question of it. But nevertheless, my new work has those things that only at my age I can say. I wouldn't have been able to then. I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. There was absolutely no wine. I never write without a couple of glasses of wine, you know. I don't drink heavy liquor like most writers do. But wine, yes. Frightening process. You never know whether you can write or not. And these things give you a little freedom. It releases them from that terror of the white page in the typewriter. The fear that they cannot deface it respectably. Like a blurred camera gradually focuses more clearly. They just somehow surface, you know? Like the Donsinger women surfaced in West Texas. I don't know why. I was in West Texas and I observed certain women that struck me as totally superficial. The Donsinger women and their handyman, Jack. The number of Donsinger women could not be determined at all precisely. Their mansion occupied half a block of what had been 2 or 3 generations ago. Well, at least that. A fashionable part of town. They were rocking chair veranda sitters, and the chairs extended in very close ranks all the way across the veranda. The veranda was in a state verging upon collapse, as were the rockers, and probably the entire premises. At last Jack opened the door and Bet found herself staring down the barrel of a gun which appeared to be in responsible condition. Just come to let you know that there's an unoccupied rocker on the veranda which you can sit on when you want to. Don't want to, said Jack. And this ended the conversation. Bet retreating disconsolately to the mysteries of the main house. Somebody kindly bring me a glass of Chablis. My throat is gone dry. Is there anybody? Is there? Oh, that's water. A trick like that has not been played upon me since I discharged my former agent, whose name rhymed with bitch. I love people laughing. Yeah, I love it. I don't think it's possible to eliminate humor from tragedy. My youth was so terribly painful, and that perhaps forced me to write, to escape the pain of reality. My father used to sometimes call me Nancy. And yet I think he loved me. I've had a most painful life here. Most painful. I almost welcome death now. I have a rather complicated schedule for myself, which is to get back to the Orient. Well, that's not easy, you know. Much passed in the way of time, and Handyman Jack was no longer young when he departed for China. He was verging upon age. He had thought to solace himself with many gold-fleshed youths. He survived it physically a while longer, but not in spirit. Night and day, he sat on the crumbling gray veranda of the Donsinger mansion, but then one night he fell upon sleep. That is an expression for the individual end of existence that I discovered once in an old letter from the Quaker side of my forebears. Perhaps he was quite deranged at the time that he had made out the will, for he had directed that his body be crated for a long sea voyage, and how the crate should be indelibly stamped, destination China.